I'm not that good.
It's David.
The beast. So bored today. I've been looking for jobs and playing Smash Brothers and Facebooking, and sometimes I hate having Wednesday off. Me. So I'm sitting here thinking about songs, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, if I had a theme song, what would it be? And I go through my entire list of songs, and I don't think I would like any of them to be my theme song. So my question to you is, if your life had a theme song, what would it be? And if my life had a theme song, what would you have it be? And David's too.
I don't know.
Theme song. So while Dan was at work, Dan Topple and I made a plan. A plan to give Dan the best day of his life. The best days of his life. Because after it, he will have no days left. First, we paint each wall of his room a different color, and give each wall in his room a different pattern. Then, we paint a large eye on his ceiling. Then Dan Topple and I silkscreen our faces on his door in 128 different expressions each. We replace his rug with aluminum foil and put convex mirrors in each vertice of his walls and ceiling. We lock his door from the outside and drill a peephole. On the other end of this peephole, we'll have a motion sensor LED light. And there's going to be a sound-sensitive strobe light on this ceiling. And we're going to board up the windows. That's going to be Dan for the rest of his life.
You know what would have been better to his idea? If he would slowly raise the temperature to my room 1 degree an hour.
Which brings us to today's philosophy lesson. This is called Quinn's Puzzle of the Self-Torturer. Here's what's going on, basically. You volunteer, well, you don't volunteer, but for your university, you volunteer yourself into this experiment, basically. They give you $10,000 just for hooking yourself up to this machine. That's all you have to do. Hook yourself up to this machine. You get $10,000. Now, this machine sends electrical signals through you at varying degrees. And when you get strapped in, it's set to 0. No current at all. Nothing. You get $10,000 for being hooked up to a machine. Free $10,000. So obviously you do it if you're sane. Okay, and then they say, every time you increase the machine's energy flowing through you by 1 increment, you get another $10,000. There are 1,000 increments. And 1,000, the 1,000th increment is described as so incredibly painful that no sane person could stand it. But 0 is nothing. And the increments are all equal. So if 1,000 were 1,000 volts, then 1 would be 1 volt. You know, no tricks going on here. And they say for every time you increase it, you get $10,000. The question is, how far would you take it? You wouldn't know until you were in the chair, but how far should a sane person take it? You switch it to 1, you get $10,000. You switch it to 2, you get another $10,000. Switching it to 1, you don't feel barely anything. Switching it to 2, you don't feel barely anything more. Switching it to 3, you barely feel anything more. You switch it to 4, you barely feel anything more. Maybe by the time you get to 10, you can tell a drastic difference between 10 and 0, but not between 9 and 10, and therefore not between 10 and 11. How far can you go? That's the whole question. When should a sane person stop? Give you my answer tomorrow.
Good early morning, guys. Just got through playing 4 hours of Smash Brothers and getting my ass handed to me by giant fish. Whoa! There's just... Yeah. All the stages kept killing me. All the other things in the stages. I haven't really been on the vlog a whole lot today because I worked the whole day and Kevin was doing a good job, so I didn't think I'd interfere. Except that I wanted to say something that's a little heartfelt to you guys. Why did I touch my face there? Because I'm stupid. It's only heartfelt if you let it be heartfelt, I guess I should say. as you guys know, this is day 97. Yeah. Is it?
Sure.
Yeah, day 97. Anyway, today is day 97. I've almost been doing this for 100 days. And all I want to say about that, other than I've enjoyed every second of the camera being with me, is thank you guys. Seriously. We have above 50 subscribers now. You know, I had hoped at this point to have a couple hundred, maybe 1,000, but that was aiming a bit high, I guess. But for those of you who have stuck with it since I first put up the channel, I mean, thank you guys, seriously. This vlog gives me a place where I can have a voice that people will actually listen to me and not to some of the things I say, because they can rewind it and re-listen to it 100 times. This is a place where I can put my daily life and whatever crazy ideas I have, where I can remember all the insane antics that happened to me without ever having to convolute it with other memories. None of that stuff. And I mean, I'm really thankful for all you guys who watch it every day. Like, there are people who see it. I'm going to put this one up and then go to bed while it's uploading. And before I wake up and annotate it, 10 people have already going to see it. See it. Words. So, from the heart, seriously, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I do want to touch on the fact that, you know, videos become more and more popular in searches. Like, not the front page, but I mean, as far as if I have something tagged and you guys were, somebody were to search up, say we tag the word piggyback, because I've been tagging that for a while because for some reason that people have been searching that and watching our videos, interestingly enough. But if you were to look up piggyback and you'd see a list of say 5 people and there, it's like 4 and then myself. If you guys all rate as well as view, then my 5th video would go up and up and up depending on ratings, especially if they're 5-star and all that. That's why we put the random annotations that we can think of every day for it. Like, even if you don't feel like commenting, that's fine. If you want to comment, go ahead. We encourage it, seriously. I don't mind conversations being started, and I mean, if we ask you guys for any help or anything, I'm more than willing to hear it. Like, if I have a computer question, you know the answer, put it in a comment. Or if Kevin can't figure out what to do when he's bored, you know, put a comment in there. But seriously, your involvement is much appreciated. I just am hoping for a little bit more to click the rating bar every day and to comment whenever you feel it's necessary to comment. I know a lot of people are, you know, worried that if they put anything up there, it's just going to get flamed or whatever they say will sound dumb. It doesn't matter. Comments are comments. Like, if somebody attacks you, I myself will tell them to stop. And if it's myself, then I'll give you good reason to why I've said anything like that. But anyway, getting off track. Thank you guys for sticking with it. Seriously, tell anybody you know who you might think be interested in this. We're going to try and do more original stuff as we come up with it. I'm thinking of a few ideas. I know I've been saying that a lot, but hopefully tomorrow, as long as I'm not interrupted, I'm going to work on one of them all day. So, in the meantime, guys, I'll have to say goodnight, as it's, you know, 2 a.m. and I should probably have ended this at midnight. But Smash Brothers ate my life tonight because I had a bunch of friends here to help and make it enjoyable. I'm going to say goodnight, and Kevin's going to say goodnight because he has class soon. See you tomorrow.